and you can freak out. One in a million, you're a gem, shine when the light grows dim. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Start the recording. Welcome everyone to Wellness Made Simple. We are so excited to kick off our second month of doing this class. Quick show of hands if you were on last month. Any returning students? Okay, awesome. Good stuff. So I'm going to flip over to a screen share. We've got lots of good stuff to go through tonight. And hey, you know, the nice thing with joining every month is every teacher is going to teach this a little bit different, right? So you're going to learn something new every time. Let's dive in. Wellness Made Simple. So you guys, we're doing this on the second Monday of every month at 2 live time slots. So we had our afternoon class this morning, which I heard we had around 30 to 40 in there. We usually get a little bit of a bigger crowd here for the evening class. So we've got about 60 on live and climbing right now. So good to have you guys. And really, like I said at the start, the nice thing with joining this class every month is you are going to learn something new because we do have a different teacher each month. Cool story. We have about 100 years of essential oil usage experience between us teachers. So some of us have been using essential oils for around 10 years, some around 15 years. Myself, I was actually using a different brand before doTERRA way back in the day. But I have 2 teenage girls who have grown up only knowing doTERRA essential oils. So only knowing that holistic pathway, which I'm so grateful for. And I know a lot of you have that very same story. We want to really grow this, and we're so happy to see you guys coming on tonight and returning and bringing friends. Our goal at some point this year is to hit 500 in the Zoom room. So we really want to create a community space where, you know, when you're inviting people, it doesn't feel weird because they're not going to be on Zoom with only 2 other people. We really want to create this nice, vibrant community that's here learning and growing together. And hey, there's perks in this for you too, right? So if you're a customer inviting people, you have a referral link. So when we get to the end and I'm closing out, you can share your link and you'll earn 20% back in product credits. And of course, those of you that are wellness advocates like myself, you can create a custom link to what we're showing you tonight. And your friends that you invite get a special hookup through you of 25% off, and you earn 20% in cash commissions. So make sure you put this in your calendar as something to be regularly inviting to. How many here like to take notes? I have a little notes package, which I will drop into the chat right now. You're welcome to send this to printer if you'd like. And this is just a nice 2-pager. Oh, by the way, I should introduce myself. I am not Dana Moore. Did you know that? Do we all know? Okay. I'm on Dana Moore's Zoom account. I'm Ange Peters, and I should have done this at the start, but I've been using doTERRA since 2013. And I'm actually a founder in the Canadian market. So I was one of the first few individuals to bring doTERRA oils to Canada. And what that meant was I was teaching a lot of this type of class over and over and over again and really spreading the word of essential oils, which back then a lot of people weren't very familiar with. What you are experiencing in this class tonight is a very new way of being in doTERRA and really that pathway of wellness. And so this is a little bit of a tweak on the old type of class, but I think it's really awesome and upgraded. So here's what those notes page look like. If you guys do want to print them off, I'm going to go through the 3 core supplements that make up our wellness foundation, that baseline. And then we're going to actually do a speed dating class on the top 12 essential oils, which I want to make sure I mention this a few times tonight. These 12 oils we're going through, you have the opportunity to receive free throughout the year. So this is a very new format that doTERRA has integrated as a way to reward you for being healthy. All right, so let's dive in. So doTERRA is more than just essential oils. So although they are the largest and most trusted essential oil brand in the world, we have a lot more going on than just essential oils. However, the essential oils supercharge everything we do. So when you really get into this lifestyle, I'm sure you would nod your head at some of these things I'm going to share. Having doTERRA in your home is really your ability to create a very healthy haven for your kids and for your pets as they grow. Our Ready for Anything holistic medicine cabinet truly does that. It prepares us to be able to handle anything that comes up in our home and in our health. And it gives us this confidence to be able to really take care of others in their healing. You know, I live in Florida, and even though we don't have these seasons that we go through, which I always found in Canada, everyone would get sick at the change of a season, right? Everyone's been sick here in the last month. And so I've had so many friends messaging me almost daily asking for essential oil protocols because they know that I'm a great resource to them. And whether you realize this or not, especially if you've been in doTERRA for a couple of years, you are that person in your social circle. You're the one that people think of when they are starting to struggle because you've been walking out something that has been very impressive to them over the years. Maybe a couple of years ago they thought you were weird, but that's about to all change. There's a lot of things shifting in our world right now, aren't there? There's an awakening taking place, and as people are starting to realize they can't quite trust the various systems and perhaps within the medical community that they've had in the past, they are now navigating this from a place of wanting to be their own advocate. So we do have a lot of solutions in doTERRA. Tonight, we're really wanting to help you dial it in and make it simpler. And here's why. How many of you have seen this chart before? So this is what I'd like to call our rose and our thorn in doTERRA. We have so many different pathways, right? People can choose a custom kit to start with doTERRA or a kit of 10 oils and they come in and they have these goals. But what can happen over time is they can get really overwhelmed because there are just so many options. And I think as educators and wellness advocates, this is a really big challenge for you to be in being able to help people, right? We have just this vast amount of products, so many categories. But the reality is the world is hurting right now. So when you look at polls across all different sectors, when it comes to health and wellness, people are very overwhelmed with how complex the health space has become. I mean, think of your favorite quote unquote influencer online, right? Everybody is teaching something different, whether it's going in the cold plunge or going in the sauna or going vegan or eating all meat or eating no sugar or eating only good kinds of sugar. Like, I mean, there is just no shortage of information out there coming from all different sources. And so what we're really looking to do in doTERRA, and I think that we have a really unique opportunity to do this because we are one of the largest health and wellness companies in the world. Also, we are one of the only privately owned, debt-free health and wellness companies in the world. So what does that lead to? It leads to a company being able to make decisions rooted in integrity, right? Because there's nobody behind the curtain, like telling doTERRA what they need to be doing for the bottom line or to satisfy lobbyists or Wall Street, right? So doTERRA is in this really unique position. And I think each of you, especially those of you that are wellness advocates on the call tonight, you're also in a very unique position. It's like you are here for this time, for this moment. And so I hope that by the end of class tonight, you can really see your role here and how it has become much simpler. So let's talk about what it looks like to lay a strong foundation first, because nothing's more important than your foundation. And in fact, what we're going to go through for the next 5 minutes or so are these 3 key supplements that make up our wellness foundation in doTERRA. When we have these in place and we're taking them consistently, everything else starts to work better. In fact, I would suggest that even the essential oils start to work better as you use them. It's like the body's coming into more and more harmony, right? So what we're going to present tonight is just some quick info on these supplements and then that real quick daily routine in taking them. And I have to say, I've been on these since they launched, and I was an LLV girl for 10 years, taking all my pills. I'd have my little tackle box with me when I'd be traveling everywhere. And I'm also somebody who's always looking to reduce the amount of decisions I'm making in a day, because I'm a bit of a productivity nerd. Like I love looking at what I'm doing and does it make sense, and how I can stack various habits together. This is what got solved for me with this new routine. It's a one and done. You do it in the morning and you're done for the day. There's no more pills you're having to remember at your various meals. And I'm going to explain to you why that is and what makes this so different in the marketplace. So let's go through like a good, better, and best situation. Okay. So if it's only in your budget to take our new VMG, that's good. This is going to lay a really nice, good foundation because this is your daily dose of vitamins, minerals, greens, and essential oils. It's delicious, you guys. I don't know how many of you have tried greens powders in the past, but this has a delicious pineapple flavor. And that's fun. But here's the cool functional part of it. It is highly retained in the body and highly absorbed because of the liposomal delivery. It's the closest thing to getting an IV drip of vitamins and minerals. So this is really the future, and doTERRA is at the forefront always when it comes to this. These are not your grandma's vitamins, okay? So let's go into what sets this product apart. First of all, it's really great value when you look at everything in this product, the multivitamins, the greens and superfoods, the methylated B vitamins, the vitamin C, the antioxidants. I mean, it's big value. When you really look at what the key differentials are here, like I said, high absorption and high retention. So this product in testing, human trials, was shown to be retained in the body for over 8 hours. Okay. So what I love about that is it means that your body's actually able to draw what it needs in the moment throughout the day without you having to constantly keep taking pills throughout the day. This high absorption and high retention rate is also why you'll notice that the nutrients, when you look at the supplement fact box for VMG, you'll notice some of them are a little bit lower than even what was in LLV or what would be common on the shelves. And this is because if these were at normal levels, you would have some vitamins where you'd be throwing your body into a toxicity level because they're so highly absorbed. So they actually needed to be dropped down somewhat. And one of the things you'll notice when you take this is it is very quickly felt. Like I noticed when I started taking it, I had really felt steady energy all throughout the day. My other big noticeable was in my digestive system. It made me just super consistent, super regular, if you know what I mean. And that feels good. That's a sign of a good, healthy, functioning body. And so everyone's going to have some different results here. One particular point of interest is that this is great for those that have the MTHFR gene, which up to 40% of people have. And so that means that you are someone who does not absorb B vitamins properly from your food or from your supplementation. And so what doTERRA did with this is they methylated the B vitamins so that they absorb better. So if you're in that group of 40% of people, you're going to probably notice a really big change when you start taking this. So that's VMG. Now, if we go to the better, and I'm going to go through how you make it, okay, in a minute. But if we go to the better stage, that would be adding in your E omegas. So this would be a step up, and this is now bringing your body into that nice balance, right? If you were used to taking LLV, you were getting some omegas in there as well, although this is an upgrade from there. And I will say VMG is also an upgrade from LLV. So what they have found was LLV is, first of all, a superior multivitamin system. If you're on that and you love your results, I would encourage you to try VMG just because it does have a higher absorption and retention than even LLV, right? So VMG retains at around, there's a lot of acronyms flying here. VMG, LLV. VMG retains at around a 90% and is absorbed at that rate, whereas LLV would be around a 60%. And then your conventional store-bought vitamins are around 10%, which is where you get the really bright colored urine from. Okay, a lot of that's just moving out of your system. So the omegas are in this product are sourced from the Nordic seas, and it has protective wild orange in there. And this again is a really great value when you look at what you're getting in there with the fish oil, the EPA, and the DHA. And just from a needs standpoint, most North Americans are really deficient in omega-3. So most are getting about 90 milligrams per day. It's recommended that you get at least 500 milligrams per day. But here's the real issue. Because of our modern diets, we're intaking way too much omega-6s. And so because that ratio is so off, it is affecting our cardiovascular systems. It's contributing to high inflammation in the body, which is really the root of a lot of disease, but specifically heart disease. And we're getting these omega-6s from all of the packaged foods and seed oils. I mean, how many of you are hearing about seed oils these days? It's kind of the new thing to be aware of, right? Is how many products have seed oils. And if you even actually look at things like McDonald's, they used to make their fries in tallow way back. I'm not sure if it was like in the 80s or prior to that, but I don't know. I mean, when they switched over to using cheap seed oils, and largely a lot of the industry did, this is where we started to really see obesity on the rise, right? And a lot of these different chronic conditions. So we need to bring that more into balance. Now, doTERRA's E-Omega is going to provide you with 900 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids. Of that, you're getting 800 milligrams of EPA and DHA, which is critical for brain health and also for heart health. This is combined with protective wild orange. Wild orange, as you may know, is 95% limonene. So it's very protective so that the fish oil does not go rancid. And it actually makes them taste good. I don't know if any of you have tried this, but you can chew the capsules open and they won't taste like fish oil. You'll taste the wild orange. So that could be helpful for your kids if they don't want to swallow larger pills. But human clinical trials, guys, showed decreased resting heart rate with daily use of this E-Omega. And that's really huge. So if you think about it this way, it's lubricating your system so that your heart is not having to work so hard, especially if you have that conventional really high omega-6. Okay, and then to bring it into the best daily use case would be adding in our probiotic, which is PB Restore. So this is how you lay really the best foundation for your day and for your health. PB Restore, coming into this trio, addresses your gut microbiome, and your gut is where 80% of your immune function takes place. It's also where neurotransmitters are found, and often we'll hear like the gut is the second brain, right? It's very involved in your body systems, and to achieve optimal health, we really need to have a higher ratio of good bacteria to bad. So when we look at what's in PB Restore, this is what makes this supplement really unique in the marketplace. There's 4 different things going on in this supplement. So you have prebiotics, which are the food for the probiotics. You have the probiotics. There's 24 active cultures that are in a time-released double layer capsule. They actually look really cool if you've had these before. And these help to populate the gut and help fight off any bad bacteria, help you digest foods, etc. Then we have postbiotics. These create metabolites from what you eat, and they also influence your DNA and protect your cell function. And then the last one, and again, this is very rare to have this in a probiotic supplement, we have bacteriophages. So these are like the gardeners, if you will. They are the immune system superheroes. They go through and they target harmful bacteria and pathogens. So this trio, you guys, is what we are labeling as the foundational wellness bundle. Those 3 supplements. And I'll show you how to whip those up in just a moment. I wanted to just pop in one considerable mention. I love the Advantage Collagen. I don't know how many of you have tried this, but I love to mix this in with my BMG. It's like my daily beauty drink. In this, you've got 9 types of collagen, NMN, which converts to NAD, biotin, sea buckthorn, resveratrol, hyaluronic acid. I mean, this puppy is like Spanx for your skin. So I mix this in with VMG every day. And it's like my youth drink. Okay. So I wanted to just mention that, and let me know in the chat if you are taking this currently. It does come in 2 flavors. So, okay, we're going to transition in a minute, but actually, let me just back up to this slide. Those 3 products I just went through are part of a very simple daily wellness routine. I do this in the morning. Most of you probably will. And what I love about doing this in the morning is it just covers the bases. It helps you feel really good as you start your day, which helps you really have a great day, right? Like with how you start your day is typically how your day goes. So when you order your Wellness Foundation supplements, this is a brand new promotion and it is ongoing. It's not just this month. When you order your supplements for this first time, doTERRA is going to send them to you in this beautiful box, and you're going to receive a glass shaker bottle and a 5 ml peppermint. Now, I see some Canadians on here. I can't see the whole room because we've got, how many do we have on right now? Oh, wow, we have over 110 on. So, Canadians, this is only available from the US warehouse. But I'm going to share something at the end. Make sure you stay on, which is going to hopefully help your perspective in ordering from the US warehouse and the value still there, okay? So this is from the US warehouse. You're going to receive this box with the glass shaker and the 5 ml peppermint. That's going to give you everything to do your quick morning routine once it arrives. And here's what you'll do. So picture yourself tomorrow morning doing this. You've got your little trio of supplements on your kitchen island with your little 5 ml peppermint. Take your peppermint first, rub it into your hands, deeply inhale for a couple of breaths just to wake up your system. And then take your finger into the peppermint and just rub it into your temples, back of your neck. It's going to have you feeling amazing within like 2 minutes. As that peppermint's working its way in, grab your glass shaker, add some, I like ice cold water, by the way, and then mix in your VMG and just give it a good shake and take your omegas and your probiotic with your drink. And that's it. You're done for the day. Now, some of you might have some other doTERRA supplements you love to take, like Terrazyme or Mito2 Max. Of course, layer those in as needed. I take 2 Mito2 Max in the morning, and I also, like I said, I mix in the Advantage Collagen into the drink there. So I have a cool thing I want to share because we're gonna do a speed dating session on oils. And I mentioned why we are going through these 12 oils because this is brand new, you guys, and this is for new and existing customers. So if you're a new customer and you're purchasing this bundle for the first time, okay, you can click a box to subscribe monthly to get that trio of supplements every month. And when you do that, you're going to be receiving a 5 ml of a top 12 essential oil every month, including this first month. And I love the 5 mls. I actually brought my little travel case down. It's full of little 5 mls. I love these so much. They have 85 drops per bottle. This size is so great for travel, for keeping in your purse. Definitely, like, never get rid of your bottles. Keep them. You'll want to keep your 5 mls for sure, the ones you're getting free here. So for those of you that already have doTERRA accounts, you'll want to make your first Wellness Foundation bundle part of your monthly rewards orders going forward. There's a lot of perks to it, but one of them is it doesn't matter when you order it throughout the month, you're going to get your free 5 ml. Only when you have that wellness bundle in your cart. As you guys know with the rewards program, and this still stands, you can place an order of 125 PB, but it has to be before the 15th of the month, right? With the Wellness Foundation, you can order it any time of the month, and you're going to get your free 5 ml oil. So these 12 oils I'm going to go through are the free ones. As you can see, there's some real rock stars in here, you guys, like frankincense and deep blue. So we're going to do a quick class on the top 12. And essentially what I want you to be thinking of is how cool it is that you'd be ordering your supplements every month. And over the course of the year, you're building your holistic medicine cabinet for free. Like, how cool is that? It's actually a value of almost $250 that doTERRA is giving you. And here's what I really love about this approach. We're helping people dial it in, get healthy in a simple way through that Wellness Foundation supplement bundle. And then you're getting a new free oil every month. So it's not this mad rush to try to understand how to use your kit, right? Like I enrolled with the Home Essentials kit back in 2013. I remember when those oils arrived and I was very overwhelmed. I had no idea what to do with them. I couldn't remember what was what. So this is a really nice simplified approach to learning about how to use the oils. Now, before I go into the class, I want you guys to light up the chat, teach each other, share with each other. What is an essential oil that you've used? Doesn't have to be recently. It could be like your all-time favorite story to share. What is the oil you used that gave you a great result? I want you to think about that. We all have that one oil that we're just like, wow, that was the oil that I really got it when I used it. So, quick crash course on doTERRA oils. What you want to be asking yourself when you see oils at Marshalls and Home Goods and the dollar store and the gas station, right? They're everywhere, right? What is really in that bottle that you're looking at? Because anything can be labeled pretty much any way it wants to be in this world. And it can be made to smell very similar to oil. But when you actually, if you were to actually run it through testing, you'd see that that bottle that calls itself 100% peppermint has 0 peppermint plant in it. And so as we come into this conversation on doTERRA oils, you need to understand there's doTERRA oils, and then there's the world of what likes to call itself essential oils, which really might not be essential oils, right? So first thing to know about doTERRA, they're pure and potent. They are certified pure, tested grade. Every liter of oil is tested to ensure it's free of contaminants, so that what you're using in the bottle you can trust is just that pure plant. Essential oils are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So if you think about peppermint, for example, 1 drop of peppermint oil is the equivalent of the plant material it takes to make 28 cups of peppermint tea. So this is important as we get into the conversation because it helps you understand why doTERRA oils work so well. It's estimated that over 80% of essential oils have been adulterated in some way out there. So especially when we talk about oils that you use internally, you want to be really careful. The second thing that makes doTERRA so unique is the sourcing. So doTERRA sources from almost 50 different countries around the world, and 2/3 of those happen to be developing countries. And this is what really gives us the richest plant to be drawing from, to be distilling, extracting the essential oil. So essential oils are incredibly compatible with our bodies. They work on a cellular level. They're absorbed very quickly. What I love about them is they metabolize so quick, which means you could really use something hourly to target something. So let's say you feel like you're getting sick. You're not sure if it's bacterial or viral. Using essential oils in the early stage can really help ward something off. So when you think of On Guard, right, that's going to be your go-to when you start to feel run down, and it can actually disrupt viral activity happening within the cell. And as you guys know, when you've had the flu, let's say, there's really nothing you can take pharmaceutical wise. With essential oils, they can disrupt the replication that viruses go through in the body. So what I have found in my experience is the key is to really get it into the body quicker in early stage. So we have 3 ways to use oils. I know a lot of you know this, right? So we're going to cover it real quick. So we have aromatic. This is basically breathing in the oils. This is going to be the most common way that you use oils. You can either add a drop to your hands or inhale that way, or add to a diffuser. They're going to help cleanse the air, and they're mood modulators. So just by diffusing, you're helping to purify the air, but also shift the mood. The second way to use is internal. And internal is going to be specific to doTERRA. This is safe because of our rigorous testing and sourcing, right? There is nothing but pure essential oil in the bottle. So you can add them to water, although they won't mix with water. You'll notice that, so you want to be careful there. And when you're adding to water, make sure you use glass or stainless, not plastic. And then you might want to make little veggie capsules. That's a nice way to bypass the lining of the mouth, the throat, and get it to where you want it to go. And then we have topical. So topical is going to be when you want to go right to that local area. So if you have some kind of a bug or a burn or a rash, and you want to dilute your oil and apply it topically, that's going to make the most sense for that local area. Dilution, you're usually working with a ratio of 3 to 1. So here you can use, like we have on the screen, the body lotion, or fractionated coconut oil is the most popular for diluting your oils. And it's always best, especially if you're just getting started with oils, to dilute. You'll find over time your body starts to become more used to it. Okay, so we're going to go into the 12 oils real quick because I want to cover off when you're going to be getting these oils for free and how you're going to use them. And, if you are loving this info and you want to have your, top 10 oils to start with, you can add what's called the Family Essentials Kit to your first order, and that will give you 10 of the 12 that I'm going through. But let's go through month by month. So last month in January, we kicked off. Some of you here are on the rewards program, I'm sure, and you would have received your 5 ml Digestion. And this is a blend of ginger, peppermint, cardamom, caraway, fennel, and anise. It also comes as soft gels or a roller bottle. There's a whole digestion line. Probably the most common way you're going to be, well, obviously it's in the name, right? Anything digestion. You can use this for any stomach upset, nausea, any gastro, bloating. It's going to be one of the quickest working oils that you use. And so I like to use 2 to 3 drops. I'll just massage over the stomach. One hidden gem use of this oil is for sinus issues and just opening up the sinus cavity. It can be really helpful there. But I think I'll leave you with this thought. Dana presented last month. I don't remember how many remember this. She said something that I probably will never forget. Digest Zen helps you be Zen from whole to whole. So if you're, I'm sure that'll help you remember if you didn't, remember by the name of the blend. Okay, February. I want to hover here for a minute. We're in the month of February for this recording, right? This is one of my absolute favorite blends. I use this every single day in my water. It's a blend of lemon, ginger, cinnamon, grapefruit, and peppermint. It tastes so delicious. So I add 2 drops to every 20-ounce filtered ice water that I drink throughout the day. But I also love using it on my body. So I dry skin brush most days of the week. And what I'll do is I'll add a few drops to the palm of my hand. And I'll run my dry brush over the oil. And then I start at the bottoms of my legs and move upwards in firm strokes towards the heart. And then I also love making a MetaPower body lotion. It feels so good. Like just the perfect amount of tingle and cooling. But if you have areas where you have trapped fat or cellulite, this will be a really good practice. Dry skin brushing and then applying it in the moisturizer. It also helps with sugar cravings and balancing blood sugar. So this is the star of our MetaPower line, and you're going to love it. So this is what you're getting free this month with your Wellness Foundation bundle. Love it, love it, love it. This should say March. Let me correct that right now. So lemon is coming up next month, and lemon is going to be an oil you go through like every 2 months. You'll be ordering a new bottle. It's sourced from Italy. It is all things cleansing. So you can add it to your water. You can add it to your DIY cleaners. Just alone in the diffuser is beautiful. I keep one in my kitchen right by my sink, and I add it to dishcloths and towels to extend the life. It is our natural Goo-Gone oil, so it'll remove gum, marker, dry erase boards, like it, you name it. It is just so practical. It's actually also delicious in baking and dressings. Anything that calls for lemon or lemon zest, you can use your lemon. And just a quick tip, lemon is also really great to store in the fridge. Any of the citrus oils do better in the fridge just because they tend to be preserved longer. It's not that they lose their strength or whatever, but they will lose a little bit of their efficacy. And then coming up in April, we have lavender. So lavender is all things calming for the skin, for sleep, for emotions. I'm sure a lot of you have used lavender, and it'll be so great to have a nice 5 ml of that to keep up in a bedroom somewhere. But this is also ideal for when we're talking about the skin, any burns, bug bites, bee stings, cuts, any kind of irritations. It's going to be very calming to dilute a little bit around that area. It's also really great to massage around the ear. When I go to tea tree in a few minutes, that's actually really great in combination with lavender for any ear issues. But then for sleep, and one of the other free oils you're getting this year is Serenity. which I love. And it has lavender in it, but you can combine those two together. Lavender plays really nice in the diffuser with a lot of oils. Citrus, even breathe. It's really nice together. It makes your room smell like a spa. This is a fun one for the beauty girls here. Adding a drop of lavender to your mascara tubes will extend the life of your mascara, and it will also promote lash growth. So you can have fun playing with that. Okay, free in May, we have copaiba. So this oil is special. It's a very calming and soothing oil. I think of it as a very nourishing oil, mainly because it interacts with the endocannabinoid system in your body, and you have so many receptors for endocannabinoids in your body. It helps to really support all body systems, especially the nervous system, and helping with pain. So one really practical way to use this is for anything dental. So, if your child has a toothache or you're going in for some kind of a procedure or surgery, this is going to be a really reparative oil and very soothing to the gums and very gentle. So that one's free in May. And then in June, we have frankincense, you guys. I cannot believe. So frankincense is free in doTERRA every year in December. When you order 200 PV, you get a full size free frankincense in June. So I love this because it's like the midpoint of the year before you're going to get it free in December. It's like you're getting a nice top up with the 5 ml. So doTERRA's frankincense is a blend of 4 species of resin. It is known as the king of oils. So if you ever don't know what to use, just grab your frankincense. I mean, we love it for all things skin, adding it to castor oil to make a skin serum, cell function and cognitive function. It's really great to help calm inflammation and help with brain support. So anything you're needing more support of there, pressing frankincense up to the roof of your mouth. So for example, migraines, if any of you suffer from migraines, frankincense pressed up to the roof of your mouth, and then some peppermint or deep blue put on like a halo, feels incredible. So this is just such a gift to get this one for free. And then in July, we have deep blue, which is our pain oil. And this is another one, just like DigestZen, that you're going to feel like right away when you use it. So here we have a blend of wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. And this is, straight up. You'll use it for pain. You can use it for menstrual cramps, back pain. If you've got any athletes in the house, it's just awesome. Even chronic pain, there are people who depend on this daily. It also comes, as you likely know, in lotion form or as a stick. And then in August, we have tea tree. And this is our first aid oil. So all things cleansing, purifying, helps with acne, helps with preventing lice. So such a practical oil to receive for free. And then ear infections, any kind of ear troubles, just take a drop of tea tree and lavender and wipe around the ear. Do that several times a day. This is an oil you'll just be so grateful to have when those things come up. In September, we have On Guard for free. This is probably our most popular blend. It has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And it's infused into a whole category line because it's just so helpful. Like homes that have On Guard are at an advantage for sure. We've got daily immune protection happening with this blend. Add a drop to under your tongue, when you start to feel a little bit run down. Diffuse it in the home when anybody's not feeling great. I love to make a sore throat soother with raw honey. I'll add On Guard and lemon to raw honey. It's so good. Or you can gargle a shot glass with On Guard. You can make DIY cleaners with it. I mean, it is super practical. You'll be so happy to have that one. That's free in September. And then in October, we have Serenity. Oh, love this blend so much. This is the blend that reminds me of tucking my kids in as they've grown up. Like I love it so much. It's a blend of lavender, cedarwood, coriander, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, sandalwood, and there's hints of tonka bean and vanilla. So like just by that description, you can probably already start feeling more restful. What I like to do is we diffuse this in our bedrooms 30 minutes before bed. So when we all go up to kind of wash our face, brush our teeth, get our pajamas on, we fire up the diffusers. And what that does is it tells your body it's time to wind down. I absolutely love this blend. It's part of a sleep system with soft gels and a massage stick. And I just want to mention for those of you that are on right now that don't have a doTERRA account yet and you're starting one for the first time tonight, add your Wellness Foundation bundle to your cart. And then I suggest you add the Serenity Sleep System because it's just enough to put you into the next perk level when you're starting your first order so that you get a free welcome gift. Okay, so that's like the ideal starter kit now is the Wellness Foundation bundle with the Serenity Sleep System. And the person who invited you here can create a custom link so you can make sure that you have the 25% off too, by the way. Okay, we've got two more. Free in November, we've got our Breathe blend. So this is all things respiratory. The blend of laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, lemon, ravensara, and cardamom. So this one, you're mostly going to use through inhalation. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. I love to make a breathing tent when I'm not feeling so great and I'm feeling stuffy. I'll massage a couple drops into my chest. I'll pull my shirt up over my nose and just deeply breathe in. You can also make a sinus steam, which is really effective. Add a bunch of hot water to a mug and add your Breathe blend and then just breathe in the aromatic steam and it'll get your nose running. Have a box of Kleenex nearby. I love this in the diffuser with lavender at bedtime. And then our last one in December is a free adaptive. So this is part of our, really like our anti-anxiety line, if I could call it that. It comes as a system also with capsules and a roller bottle, but this is going to reduce anxious feelings real quick. It just helps take the edge off. So this is a blend of lavender, copaiba, spearmint, wild orange, neroli, magnolia, rosemary, and sweet gum. And one way that I love to recommend using this is, especially for teenagers who are struggling with focus or long study sessions, I always like with my girls, I'm like, let's take an adaptive break, right? And just like, let's just shift in the moment. We're going to modulate our mood a little bit here and just get back in the game. Using adaptive in the diffuser or on your pulse points, especially if you have the system, which has the capsules, they have GABA in them, really helpful. So any moms with teenagers, just wanted to give you that tip. Okay, so we're almost done. And I just want to go into the extreme value of what's in these products and ordering in this new way. So essentially where we're going here is let's all be on our wellness foundation each day and just notice the compounding effects taking place in our body over the course of this year. I mean, you're going to notice that within weeks, you'll be feeling better. Like it's just an upgrade. As you order those monthly, you're receiving a top 12 essential oil each month. So like we said, by the end of your first year, you've received those 12 oils for free. But not only that, through doTERRA's rewards program, you're getting 10 to 30% back in rewards points. So again, this is what that bundle looks like that you'd be adding to your rewards cart, or you'd be getting the link from the friend who invited you here. And this will get you started with that kit. And then when you add this into your cart for the first time, if you click that subscribe box, you'll get the free 5 ml oil starting this month. You'll also get a welcome package of samples from doTERRA. So that's pretty cool. You'll get to try some of our best products. So make sure you just text the person who invited you. They will give you the link, which will have those items in the cart for you. And like I said, those of you that are brand new, to maximize the perks being brand new, I suggest that you add the sleep system to your first order because that's going to give you a welcome gift. One of the welcome gifts is a diffuser. So, and you can only do that on your very first order. So I just don't want to make sure you miss that. Okay, I want to talk real quick about value, and then we'll come back into the Zoom room and answer any questions you guys have. I'm actually really excited to show you this because I've been working on this for far too long over the last few weeks. So I have a really large Canadian team. And when VMG launched, I was a little frustrated because, first of all, there's an organizing body in Canada, Health Canada. They're very understaffed. And they have pushed approvals of products, natural health products like our VMG, out to 2026. Okay? So problem number one, I'm like, that's not good. Because Canadians, it's already a little bit challenging right now to order from the US because of the exchange rate. So what I decided to do was dig into the data because I'm a big ROI girl. I want to know, where my dollars are going, what's the return on investment with everything I do. And I was so happy I took the time to do this because even being in doTERRA as long as I have, had never run the numbers and realized what a huge return there is being a doTERRA customer. So first of all, I am happy to share these spreadsheets with you because I know some of you are going to completely geek out on this info. Okay. So I just dropped them into the chat for you. There's the perk of being on live. Now, what I want to highlight here, I have simplified this all into a chart. So let's say you're in the US and you're ordering from the US warehouse. Your return on investment in your first year in doTERRA as a customer is 29%. Once you get to year 2 and beyond, as you know, if you've been in the rewards program for at least a year, you lock in VIP status, which means you're getting back 30% on all of your monthly orders back in product credits. So your ROI in year 2 is 40% back. Now, let me just tell you this. My husband and I run 2 Airbnbs here in Jupiter, Florida. Come see us. They're beautiful. They're great. However, the cost of living in Florida is astronomical right now. So our return on investment with those properties is around 5%, you guys. That's for the amount of work, that's not so good. When I look at this from this perspective of all the things you're getting back from doTERRA and the value there, this is huge. And you don't see that, like when you look at products that you might put into the competition bubble with doTERRA, whether it's essential oils or if you look at our VMG drink, there's nothing like it on the market, but probably the closest thing would be AG1. You're not getting any kind of perk backs with that. Like it's just straight up cost. Okay. Now, Canadians, I wanted to run these numbers for you. When you're ordering your Wellness Foundation bundle from the US warehouse, even with the exchange rate, your ROI is 23% back in your first year. In your second year and beyond, it's 30%. And then I also took the time to run it just based off of you ordering LLV from the Canadian warehouse. And the numbers are actually pretty close. So I would encourage you to make the jump and see how you feel using VMG, especially if you've been a loyal LLV user. One thing I'll just mention, these numbers do not include any referral commissions. This is just based off of a customer ordering. So I just thought that was really cool. And I wanted to take the time to share that with you and give you guys the link to those spreadsheets. Let's come back. I know we've got over 100 on still. You guys, you rock. So is there anything that I can clarify for you? This is like the simplest slide ever, right? You order your wellness supplements monthly on the rewards program, which you can start as a new customer in your very first month. And you're receiving a free 5 ml oil every month until you have your top 12. And you've built out that medicine cabinet over the course of a year, which is so cool. I just love this model so much. It makes me so excited for customers just coming in because I feel like everything has gotten a lot easier. Okay, so where do we want to go? Let's hang out for a few minutes. Yeah, and so someone asked, can I keep using LLV? Absolutely. Like if you feel it's really working for you, it is an awesome multivitamin system. Like vitamin products you see on the shelves do not compare with it. What's happened with VMG because of the technology that's been used, it just retains and absorbs at a higher level. And with the methylation process, it's going to be really helpful, especially for those of you that have the MTHFR gene mutation that, and a lot of people don't know they have it, but 40%, up to 40% of the population actually has that. Gloria said, Ange, do you double the water to add VMG and Advantage together? So I probably mix about 20 ounces of ice cold water. Yeah. So I don't like things super sweet. So play with that. But I have found the key is ice cold water. So I keep a pitcher of water. If you've seen me on Instagram sharing my little reels, you'll see it's a pitcher. It has to be ice cold in my opinion. Anything else is just not going to work. Ruth said, how do you know if you're subscribed? I just placed my order yesterday. So if you're not sure, you can always hop on with chat. That's probably the easiest way. So just log in tomorrow, hop on with the chat team right from your doTERRA store. They'll check your order and see if it was a rewards order. And if it wasn't, they'll probably still be able to correct it for you if you want to make it a rewards order. But it is just a box you check off when you add the bundle to your cart. And when you're searching for it, guys, you just search foundational wellness bundle. And you can actually just do the VMG with the E omegas. That also qualifies you for the free oil of the month. So if it's not in the budget to do the probiotic as well, that will give you the freebie as well. Okay. Let me see. Kari, I don't know if there was anything I missed. There's a lot going on in the chat. Oh my gosh, we need to save this chat. So good, you guys. Yeah, Diana said it's the best tasting greens drink I've tried, and I've tried a bunch. It absolutely is. I can't, they nailed it, you guys. They absolutely nailed it in the flavor, and in just the ingredient profile. It's so superior. Okay, well, I think we'll end there. I hope I didn't miss any questions. If anybody wants to unmute before we go, if there was anything I didn't get to. Jane said, is it okay to take VMG and MetaPower Advantage together, or should you not because of the digestive enzymes? No, you can absolutely take it together. It's just that Advantage is best consumed quicker. So like within 10 minutes is ideal. So personally, what I like to do is I mix it up and I have it when I break my fast in the morning-ish. So around 11 a.m., I'll have usually eggs and something. And I love it I think of it as like a super juice. It's just so delicious.
And I have a question, if you have a sec. For those
Hi,
people,
Elizabeth.
hi. For those people in our market that are AG1 users or whatever, that, athletic green stuff, when you compare the percentages on our product and their product, do they have the same absorption system that we have? So is that
No, they
our
don't.
selling point right there? Is that why our numbers are different?
That's right. That's exactly right. And so you'll notice that with any vitamin product, it's not, our DVs are going to be a lot lower. However, the other thing is AG1, for example, has a lot more synthetics, whereas ours has a lot more whole food nutrients. So those are the two biggest points. AG1 is a good product. It's not great, but they have great marketing. They've got all the podcast host circuit going, right? Everybody's promoting it because they're getting a lot of affiliate commissions. And so that's why it's gone pretty viral, but it's not comparable in terms of the nutrient profile, the absorption, the retention. The retention, you guys, is the biggest piece to understand with VMG, that it's retained for over 8 hours in your body. That is just the coolest fact. And actually, they're doing more human trials now because they set it as a clock for 8 hours, but they wish they had actually measured longer. That was their goal, was could we retain it for 8 hours? So they're doing more testing on that.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Yeah. So Deborah said I mix my VMG with half water and half lemonade. Does that reduce the healthiness? So obviously you're integrating sugar in that situation. What I would actually try instead is pure lemon juice. I would just do like a tablespoon because you're probably just wanting that tartness, right? Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, well, we're coming up on an hour. Lots of info tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this class. Again, we'll be running it next month on the second Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern. So let's everybody invite 1 or 2 people to that class. So fun to be on here and see like over 100 people online. What a great community. We love you guys. And if there's anything we can do for you, if you have any questions or comments, you know where to find us on Instagram and such. Send us a message if there's anything we could have explained better in this class. But every class will be a little bit different. So do attend every month. Okay, you guys, keep well. We'll see you next month.